The Eurovision 2023 season has begun. Vidbir has released its first 10 songs, and we are going to get some first reactions today. I am joined with a guest, Marin, who will introduce himself.
Hi guys. My name is Marin. I am a Croatian Eurovision fan from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I'm here starting my new channel, Music Unearthed. And yeah, I'm really glad that Dan invited me here to join his channel for this reaction. Thanks, Dan.
Absolutely. So we've got a couple songs to get into, and let's get started. Okay, it is good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Can we do the introductions like of the songs again, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so kicking things off, we have song number 1.
It's two-tone, and the song is called Kvitka, which I'm not sure what it means, but it sounds nice.
All right, so a little guitar plucking intro.
I like the voice.
It's kind of just a mid-tempo groove.
It seems like it could be an Eesti Laul too.
Now it's starting to build. Added the bass. Getting a little raspier in the voice. This is kind of like a soft rock number.
Yeah, it's definitely soft rock. I wouldn't call it modern, but it's not dated. It's a good thing like that.
Something like this, I mean, it has to be vocally perfect, and the visuals have to be great, or it's not going anywhere.
And I mean, the Ukrainian national final is going to be in a metro station, and we have an energy crisis there going on, so I'm not even sure if they're going to have a lot of visuals to work with.
So, but something kind of grungy like this, or at least grungy in its vibe and rockish, think in a metro station, maybe the acoustics, it could help, because a lot of the instruments are getting that echo on them. So this could actually be super cool in the national final, just based on how they're going to be filming it and where it's going to be at. Yeah, it's fine. That's a good start. Good start to the season. Next, we'll have Angelina with Stronger. So let's go ahead and take.
I'm already scared because it seems like it's going to be in English.
Instead of 1 point. She is in danger. It's a nice voice, but so far the lyrics are a little boring.
They're very much like What If, Russia 2013. But I have to give it to her. Her diction is really good.
This little pre-chorus kind of step up of an octave to a higher voice. Kind of neat. Most of the chorus is woes. Okay. So far, there's not a lot of content in this song. It's just nice. We're in the second verse. We're adding a little bit of extra, hi-hat hits, or even hi-hat hits. What is that? It's like a rim shot, right? Yeah. Overlapping vocals. So pre-recorded vocals. We've got them now, so I'm good with this one if you are. I don't think it's gonna change too much. I think we got
the gist.
We got the gist. She's stronger than you think.
And you see that why she's at spot number 2.
And whoa, yeah. Well, she's at spot number 2 because it's in alphabetical order, but if she gets the second in the running order, then I think we'll know why. I'm gonna say that one is not going to win. Pretty bluntly.
Yeah, pretty
It's
confident.
Not going to win. So next we have Demchuk with Alive.
This reminds me of Stefan.
I was about to say, yeah. Almost the same voice.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of WRS in there too. Okay. Lyrically a little more interesting, but lyrically it's another just lyrically it's just not there for me.
Yeah, like the grammar is questionable.
That's not enough to, yeah.
That's not enough
it didn't go anywhere. It's still just kind of.
Can you speed up to the like second chorus if you anything build?
I mean, we're halfway. Wait, this is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. All right. Yeah, let's scrub through it a little bit.
Brit ballad, but it's just not taking us to the right.
I think this will be the second song of the night. I think this is getting second in the running order. It's nice, but it's, let's say Two Tone gets the opener. I think this one will probably be in the second position.
But here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking though. Is Demchuk a famous singer in Ukraine? Because if he is, they might push him to like
later.
spot 7.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's 3 down and 7 to go. So the next one is, I'm gonna let you introduce this one.
God. Okay, so it's Finka, and the song is Dobrush. So it would have to mean something like someone is good, I suppose.
Okay, this one's a little different.
I'm getting Romani circus from this.
Now we got some R&B vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unique, and Ukraine has done well with unique entries.
But if the staging is as cheap as what she's wearing currently, I don't think we're gonna have to worry.
Fans are gonna love this. This is gonna end up a fan favorite. I don't know if it'll do well, but it's definitely gonna. I mean, based on what we've heard to this point, I mean, this is completely different from everything else. So
I almost wish the instrumental was a bit louder. Like, I don't need her to be as loud as she is. I don't know if you remember North Macedonia 2013. Esmarezapova, that like duo. But, yeah, she's a very famous gypsy, Romani Macedonian singer. And like the bass instrumental is like the most stuff that she would do. And then this kind of hip-hop R&B stuff layered into that.
Okay, this is pretty cool. All right, I actually like this one. I think it's my favorite so far.
Same, definitely my favorite. And I could understand a tiny lyric of it. She was mentioning the Carpathian Mountains, so I feel like this is all about kind of being Ukrainian and stuff. I like it.
I would expect a lot of entries this year to be about being Ukrainian, probably. But we'll see. So next, we have song number 5, Jerry Heil, When God Shut the Door. Just from being on Twitter and being in the social media sphere, I think a lot of us know that this is probably a favorite to win. And let's find out why. This is my first listen of all of these, but I'm especially interested on this one.
Oh, this is all.
Oh, it reminds me of Jamala. This reminds me of 1944.
It actually reminds me of their junior Eurovision entry. It was about love. Very criminal.
This is really polished, like really
I'm
a
having
lot of
trouble understanding her at this point.
there's a lot of movement. The song's constantly changing, taking you in a different direction.
It is.
It's
but the
very
chorus is
interesting.
so flat. But just on the same level, there's no progression in terms of that.
Okay, so not full English.
I was just about to say, like,
It worked. It worked for Jamala. Ooh, I like this. I can see why this is a favorite. Yeah, this is.
We really have a lot of faith in this song, so she definitely knows the
Now this part, this is she gonna do this live? It's gonna be tough.
Is her, but I feel like it might be an entire like cultural like group that
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now this song's really short. 2:27.
I have to say that the thing that I appreciate is it's a lot more grown up than Vegan was from her like last entry.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of scared considering that the semifinal staging for that song was epic, and then she kind of messed it up in the final with going like too simplistic, and I feel like she'll already be going simplistic with this one, and I don't know if it will translate well if she does the same thing that she did last time.
Well, it's only going to be one final this time, so if she gets it right the first time, then certainly she's a contender to win. I actually like the last entry a little bit more than this one, even though this one is in English and I, of course, can understand it. But I think Finka is still my favorite right now. But we've got 5 left, and I will let you introduce this one as well.
Oh, so it's Krutь, and hold on, like, here's the thing, like I can read Cyrillic, but it takes me a while, and Ukrainian and Russian Cyrillic are different from Serbian one. Koliskova, let's go with that. Koliskova.
Okay, we've got some Nuit Pauline vibes.
I mean, we've seen Krutь before, like she was in the 2020 national final for Ukraine, and I like that entry because it's a Ukrainian cultural instrument. It had a lot of stuff going on, but it was in English. This one is in Ukrainian.
A few years ago, I tried to watch the Ukrainian national final, and I feel like it lasted 7 hours, and I just turned it off. I couldn't. I swear it went 3 or 4 hours for 6 songs, and I was just like, stop, please, just.
I quite enjoy it because I can understand a lot of stuff, but
if they want to send something very different, but not have the threat of having to win again,
this is it.
This is a good one. It would absolutely be memorable. They'd stage it well because they always do.
I think I'm getting what the song is about. I think the song title might mean a lullaby because he's basically telling the child to go to sleep.
It's very whispery. It reminds me of what was that? Jasinski, I think, was the popular Czech entry from last year.
You cannot compare the two. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not the same thing, but just in the whispering.
Yeah. Sure.
I know it's not the same thing, but that's just the first. If I had to compare it to something from last year, I mean, I guess Nuit Pauline too. I don't know what instrument that is. I'm not gonna lie and try to pretend like I do.
I know it's a Ukrainian instrument. Like I would call it a balalaika, but that's a Russian instrument. But I feel like this second chorus that we got should have been like the first chorus, and then the second chorus should have built even more, and we didn't get any of that. Yeah, it's definitely her style, if I remember back to her song last time, but the song last time was a lot stronger. The one good thing was that it was very visually arresting. She had a cartoon in the background that kind of really explained the story of the song, so hopefully she'll get something similar this time around.
I think she's going to need an amazing running position to even have a chance. If she has to go early, it's going to get lost. It's nice, but it's going to get lost.
I mean, they did release the running order, but I didn't even check the running
Oh,
order.
they did. Oh, well.
Yeah, along with the song, but yeah.
Well, it shows you how prepared I was, but it also shows you that this is my first listen for sure. Like I didn't even know a running order was out.
And it
Okay.
shows that I read Eurowar.
All right, 4 to go. We have Moise with "I'm Not Alone." Probably going back to English here. It's gotta, yeah. You gotta pick it up, or I'm gone.
I'm actually out with the lyrics, and I'm out.
All right, you're holding me by a thread right now, by one of those strings. There's a lot happening here, and I don't know if I like much of it.
Oh, it's gonna be so flat. I'm done.
Yeah, no, this one's not for me. This one's not for me. I don't. That's not going to win. I'm just gonna say it. That if that wins, I'll be shocked. He'll have to have had the performance of his life. It feels like an identity crisis. There's a lot happening, and at the end of the day, none of it. It was just barely holding on, only because I was curious what was going to happen next. But I was never in a situation of like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. It's like, what are you going to try to keep me engaged with this song? Yeah. So, all right. Got 3 left. I'll let you intro this one.
Sure. Hold on. I need to I can't see it. Oh, okay. Oi toujours. So she was singing for her own solo.
I'm waiting for it to do. It's gonna do something. I'm just waiting. This is a really okay. Oh, it's a lot of noise.
Not where I expected it to go.
This is probably the riskiest entry of all of them so far, because this could be a disaster live. If you don't sell me this, it's gonna look terrible.
But like even from her image, she's already gripping me, so that's a good thing, I think.
I feel like I'm infiltrating the final boss of a cyber futuristic video game, and this is like the final hallway where you're fighting to get to the boss. It's unique. It's unique that I I don't know if I like it actually. Yeah, it took so long to get down to that first breakdown, and then the breakdown. I mean, if you're gonna go, I don't know, like trap, dubstep, whatever genre you want to call it, go heavier. It just didn't feel like it did enough. It felt like it was just kind of making a little bit of noise, but like I wanted to just like go full in, just hit me with a ton of random crap. But even then, it just, if it's your favorite, I wish it the best, but I didn't really like it that much.
Here's the thing. You watched the contest in Kiev, right? Like you've seen it.
2017? Or are you talking about Vidbir?
No, Eurovision 2017.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember the interval act Onuka? The one with the flute and full orchestra?
Nope. But I also, that's my least favorite Eurovision since I've started following, so I've blocked most of that year out.
This feels like an interval act. Like it feels like it's made for like a group of 100 dancers during the breakdown and like robots and like crazy shit. And I feel like Ukraine's not gonna want to win again. And
you would hope not.
Yeah, like if they sent this, it wouldn't win.
No.
It would be a moment. It would be a cultural moment. It would be a modern moment. It would be an experimental moment. And like if we compare this to the one we heard previously, Krutь, like you're gonna have to watch this. Like whereas like for Krutь, you'll go to the bathroom. This is gonna entice you because it's gonna be like Oh, wait, the instrumental just randomly stops and doesn't build. Wait, why is she screaming? Like, you're gonna watch this regardless of if you like it or not, which is yeah, good.
But they are, in fact, hosting with the UK, so they could just have this. Some of these songs in Vidbir that don't win could just be opening for, or even the artist could just be opening for the grand final or one of the semifinals or something. Depending on, I mean, it depends on how much UK and Ukraine are going to allow each other to, I assume the UK will take a lot of control and say, but instead, we'd rather open with Sam Ryder. We understand he's not Ukrainian. We understand that this is your hosting, but we love Sam Ryder. So we're going to just open the show with him.
Totally.
So it's a very, like you said, it's a very interesting entry. It is not my cup of tea.
It's definitely my favorite because the other one, Finka, is a bit too messy. And this is messy, but this is polished. Like,
okay. So I'll again let you introduce this one.
Oh, okay. So Amber Blanche, I'm guessing. And then the song is Yav Doma. And that either means that you are at home, like this person is at home or going home, maybe. I'm not sure. I hate this.
It reminds me of Jewel, like old 90s Jewel, which I love. I do love that, but I don't know if I love this.
Like, this feels like one of those artists on YouTube who has like 300 subscribers and who does an acoustic version of their new single, which sounds like a demo.
It's a nice song. It's a nice radio song, but it's not right for the Eurovision stage. This would fall flat on the Eurovision stage. It's,
I mean, didn't Vidbir release 30 names for the national selection? Like, how is this one of the 10? Like, what are the other 20?
This is probably in my top 3 as far as favorites, but I wouldn't want it to win. I like this, but I wouldn't want it to win. I'd listen to this regular, just on my playlist.
That's where we diverge.
Okay, I'm done with this one if you are.
Oh, yeah, I've been done with it for 3 minutes.
Well, you've already said your feelings on it. All right, we got one left. Is this the winner? Svorchi, Heart of Steel.
Oh, I remember them. They're like trying to do something urban, but it was flat last time.
Right, let's see. But middle fingers up. All right, blind channel callback and gender. A lot of these English songs don't have a lot of substance. I mean, of course, maybe the Ukrainian ones don't either. I don't speak Ukrainian, but the English ones, at least, I'm pretty bored by a lot of the lyrics. And that's sad because the music on some of them is pretty good. But the lyrics are just not doing anything for me.
I was just about to say that it kind of sounds like an instrumental in activity to, empowering women ads.
Maybe these songs are 3 minutes long, and whatever I'm using to play this is like not calculating the seconds properly, because they all seem to be extremely short, or maybe they are all extremely short. I don't know.
I heard someone complaining about how short the songs are, so I don't think it's up to it.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Like, the bottom line is, if you don't have 3 interesting minutes, you don't have interesting minutes. The problem is they don't even have that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that is all 10. Who's your winner? Like, who is your personal winner, your favorite, and who do you think will win?
I think I'd still go with the Oi Tu Jui one. Yeah, and then Finka, and then the rest of them are just, they exist. I mean, I really don't. I think Finka has the edge But out of all of them, I think the one that Jerry Heil did will end up winning just because it will tug on the heartstrings of Ukrainians. Um, and like it will be fun if it went. Like it's a nice song. It's just like all of the songs, I feel like production wise, it's hollow. It's it doesn't go to every place I want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping because they're having this national selection so early in the season that they're gonna have time to do a revamp, to really think
Yeah.
through the staging and everything, because they have 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping something will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on at least Finka and Jerry Heil. I think they're the two favorites for sure to win the whole thing. I kind of go back to Two Tone. I think they actually have a chance, an outsider's chance of winning. Again, just because of where the contest is going to be held, that rock entry, or soft rock, or whatever version of rock you want to call it, entry. I think if they're good live, I think that actually has a chance to surprise people. And most of the others, yeah, I, I don't know. I don't see them winning.
I
We'll
can't
have to
even
see, but
remember any.
yeah, I think Jerry is understandably the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, her last previous entry was a lot dancier, a lot more immature, but she did show off her vocals. I'm just scared that she might go too simple because
Hmm.
that song needed like crazy kooky staging. And this song, I don't want to say it needs kooky staging, but it needs something.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it
Hmm.
needs, like I feel like that she has that kind of cultural backing. Like she could play into that like a lot with the graphics, and like she could do some really interesting lighting. But if she doesn't, it's gonna fall flat.
Yeah.
But again, we've never seen a national selection show from a metro station, so we don't even know what the capabilities are.
Yep.
So we can even begin to discuss it. So yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe maybe Krutь actually looks phenomenal in a metro station, and we'll have to see on the final who takes it home and is. I guess that will be our first entry of the season, right? That's going to be before Albania and before anyone, I think.
And I
Unless,
don't think we're hearing the Albanian songs before the actual show this year. So
yeah, which is
um,
wild.
yeah. I'm glad because then I won't have to react to that. Because like 20 Albanian songs, I mean,
It's a lot. It
it's a
is a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
But that's why we get Malta this year. Malta's gonna be fun. Uh,
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up, and we'll see what happens. Thanks again for joining me today,
thank
and
you.
we'll be continuing to grind through the season as we go.